is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans, chapter 13, verses 8 to 10. Brothers and sisters, owe nothing to anyone except to love one another. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. The commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other commandment there may be, are summed up in this saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no evil to the neighbor. Hence, love is the fulfillment of the law. This is the word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Great crowds were traveling with Jesus, and he turned and addressed them. If anyone comes to me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you wishing to construct a tower does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers should laugh at him and say, "This one began to build, but did not have the resource to finish." Or what king, marching into a battle, would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king, advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, while he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, every one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. The Gospel of the Lord.
My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, today in the Gospel, Jesus gives us two examples to show the cost of discipleship. When we respond to the invitation of Jesus Christ to become his disciple, there are a lot of things that we are about to lose in our lives. So it is fitting that we calculate the risks involved in this decision. That's why he is giving this example of a builder who should estimate the cost of building something before he actually builds it. So there are things that we're going to lose by becoming a disciple of Christ. Cheap popularity, the good name, very many riches, we will lose them because we cannot have them. We cannot afford to have them if we are becoming a true disciple of Christ. We should know what we are going to lose. Otherwise, we will be frustrated in halfway. We don't like it. Therefore, Jesus reminds us, you better calculate what you are about to begin in your life. See what we are going to lose by becoming a disciple. Then you will never be frustrated halfway. In the second example, an example taken from the battlefield, Jesus is telling us when we are going into a combat, a battle, we should once again assess the threat that is before us. When we assess that threat, we will know exactly whether we are going to win this battle or not. If our enemy is stronger than us, if they outnumber us, then we can prevent the war and go to a truce, to a peace talk, to something to prevent from happening this disaster. my dear brothers and sisters in Christ, when we listen to this example, we should definitely question, now what is this war that Jesus is talking? My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, this combat, this battle is against the devil, against the temptations of world, flesh and the devil. Now, when we become a disciple of Jesus Christ, we are faced with this battle. If we haven't calculated what we are about to face in the engagement of this mission, we will definitely lose this. But had we calculated the threat, know exactly how much strong the devil is, we will be ready and trained and equipped to battle against the forces which are evil. So, my dear friends, today we are invited to do this basic exercise before we keep another step further, to make amends our ways and to see exactly what we are losing and to calculate where we can go wrong and fall and lose.